congratulations. How does it feel? You must be all sorts of emotions right now. So you can start.
I'll start. To be honest, it was quite, I didn't realise the toll it had taken emotionally, the build up to it. I guess 2 weeks was quite a long time to wait. We're very impatient and we were just ready to go. And my legs felt very heavy that whole game. But the thing I was most proud of was that every single player got on court. I think the coaches coached very, very well tactically, and it just made me happy that everyone contributed.
Yeah, and how did you feel when that final whistle went?
I was sobbing before the first whistle even went, and I'm not usually one to cry, but I guess it just hits you in waves, the emotions. I was coming in and out of the emotions during the whole game, but I always was looking at my teammates, and we had each other's backs, and sometimes you just know, and I just knew. You could see it in everyone's eyes. Even some of those loose ball where we had no right to get it, somehow one of us picked it up, which shows how much we love each other.
Yeah, and I guess what will you miss about this team the most?
The people, first and foremost. Their family always will be, and I can't wait to see them get even better next year.
And the rest of you, how are you guys feeling?
I'll go next. I don't know how to describe it. I told Storm I was really overwhelmed, and I said to Rob a little while ago, it doesn't matter whether we lose by 1 or win by 10. I seem to have this lack of emotion that goes across, and I don't know what that is. So I'm overwhelmed is probably the easiest way to say it. And I'm really proud. Like, the team was exceptional and they were amazing tonight. And the thing I love most about that, just to support and tautoko what Sulu is saying, is when each person came on, they did their job and they did it with incredible skill. And they were calm and composed throughout most of the game. And that's something that we've been working really hard at. So I'm really proud of them for maintaining control of their emotions and being able to execute the game plan with the skill that we've been practicing all year. Yeah.
Tia, would you describe that as the most complete Mystics performance of the year?
Yes. We showed a glimpse of that when we played tactics. I can't remember which round it was, but it was probably 4 or 5 games ago. But we knew we had another gear and we knew we had another level. It's taken us some time to find our feet around that and how we connected, but the thing that has built that is the leadership. The player leadership is exceptional at Mystics, and the way that they communicate with the coaching staff and the management, plus the players, is part of that success. And I think their determination to drive the plan that we made together and to bring everybody on that journey, that's the thing that I think you saw tonight.
Michaela, what's it been like for you to obviously be alongside Sulu in that leadership environment over the past 2 seasons, but what has it allowed you to take forward?
Good question. I gave Sulu her dress last night and I said, there's not many people that change you as an individual for the better, and I said that she is somebody who has definitely changed me for the better. And I've also learnt that nobody taught her how to be her and how to be a leader. It's just who she is in her soul, and when you have a leader who has a very pure soul and is just a good person, it's so easy to follow them.
Nice. And Sulu, what's next for you from here? Obviously you'll celebrate tonight and probably for the next week or so, but what's next for you?
Not quite sure. I think definitely soak this moment in. It's probably going to take a while to hit. Like I said, I haven't been emotional this whole season. It hasn't. Probably came flooding in last night and today, and I was like I said, in and out of crying during the game, but just really happy. The biggest thing I want to do is keep being the best person I can be and making other people better. And so I'm trusting my gut that I'll go wherever that takes me.
Sulu, you had a taste of being on the bench this year, and I know that you enjoyed it. What about coaching?
I think that might be a while away. These two are doing a very good job. They don't really need any help, but I am there if they ever need, and I hope that they know that. Same with Mickey, but I know that Mystics is in very good hands. I think just enjoy the moment and trusting that this was meant to be, and I'm just going to enjoy it.
So talking about the team being in like good hands for the future, Karis, he took a little bit, she got that third quarter in the start of the fourth. Can you just tell us a little bit about what she brings to the table, and I guess moving on, I think we've got beautiful starters, but moving forward, what she'll provide for the Mystics, and how proud of her you guys are.
Maybe I should go. Yeah, look, she has the ability to win ball, and she is intent on doing that. It takes she's had such an incredible journey this year, and she's taken the opportunities to take hold of the gameplay that she's had, and it's been heavily supported by these guys. Every time she's taken the court, she knows that they have her back, and I think with the leadership that goes with her desire to take the opportunities in front of her, that's what's driven her performance this year. So I'm incredibly proud of her and the way that she is developing her game, but also that the team around her has been strong enough to support that and trust her and let her fly.
And on that, in the start of the fourth quarter, I shake her hand and I said, like, let's go, we got this. And she takes my hand really strong and she goes, I think Sulu should be on. And I was like, get that out of your head, like, let's just go, man. And she's like, oh, okay. And then she did. And that last quarter, however long she was on for, picked up ball left, right and centre. And she's going to flourish.
So, your final game, you matched up against Maya Wilson. I mean, obviously not an easy task to go up, but that matchup, I mean, what kind of test did she provide in your final domestic game?
I rate Maya massively. I think that her strength to hold and seal, no one can play like that. She's a very different type of goal shoot. She does not come off the hold, and so that first quarter that she was playing over the back of us and getting caught on the front, so we adjusted it in the second quarter to try and use each other. We work better when we work in units or in pairs, and so I think we managed to do that in the second quarter. But I think she was really strong, not only as a goal shoot but also as a leader, to stay composed in that sort of game. Sometimes it's quite difficult to stay in it, but she kept positive, she kept talking to her team, and she's a good friend of mine as well, so I'm really proud of her.
We had her before and asked her whether she felt that you should be in the Silver Fern squad. She said, of course, yes, to extend your career a little bit longer. For both of you guys, Michaela and Sulu, where optimism is at in terms of cracking the Silver Fern team?
It's out of our hands. All we could do is put our best foot forward and show our strengths. And I think the selections are just going to be how they're going to fit the pieces of the puzzle. And so it's not a reflection of if you're good enough or not, it's just what the fit is. So it's not up to us, but I do think that every player in our team put their hands up. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that plays out.
Tia, what did it mean for you to be able to get all your players on court today, but also the whole season, to have people come in and out and just be seamless the whole season?
Yeah, it really does mean a lot. It's, I think, us and our unit and with Rob and with the way that we plan to play, we've worked really hard to make sure that people are confident and ready to go on the court whenever we've needed them, and we have needed everybody to get here. We went through the middle of the season. There was one game that we played without 4 of the people that started at the season, and it was an extra time game, but it was exceptional to see those. We've got developing players in our team, but those players are supported and they're confident to go on, even though you might get I think Sulu should be on, or I get a few sort of big eyes, what do you mean I'm going on? It's a privilege, and it delights me to be able to give those players that opportunity, and what we've seen from them is that they are good enough and that they're going to be exceptional with time. So it's really cool. Yeah.
And when you think back that not so long ago that was Grace, and was shooting 70 goals in a grand final.
Did she?
Yeah, that's good,
That's exceptional.
Holy.
I didn't know how many. I mean, she played an exceptionally quality game in amongst a whole group of people that played a quality game. And it was her. I think it's the 5th season now. If you followed her journey, she was a developmental player with the Mystics, and she is now world class. And she, she'll go and shoot however many goals at the World Cup. Taylor's another one. Karis is now in. Katie. Mickey's been at Mystics forever. Peter. They've all come through the developmental pathway with Mystics in the Northern Zone, so it's really exciting for us. And the other exciting thing about that is we played the Stars, and it's been a long journey to get the Stars and the Mystics on the court in the final. I think it's the 6th season, and to finally get to that point means that we're in good hands from a future point of view across both teams.
One last question for me, I think. What's the party tonight?
I can't answer that.
We made an agreement as a team that we weren't going to talk about it until we got the job done, because we didn't want to get distracted. But usually after finals, you're so drained. Like, we're going to try and party big, but
We know it's not going to happen.
Well, grannies will probably be in home by 10 o'clock.
Hamilton or Auckland?
Hamilton. The biggest thing we want to do is celebrate our families, because they're the reason we're here. So we want to make sure that we give them the space and time to be celebrated, and to give them that moment. So looking forward to it.